Hello, I'm Mike Gordon, and this is Weekend Rental Summer Sega Edition. It's my brother's birthday, and every year we would go to Dave & Buster's for his birthday, and guess what? Dave & Buster's has an arcade. But this time, I'm going to go cover Sega games that closely line up with what one could find at a Dave & Buster's. The type of games I recall seeing? An on-rail shooter based on Jurassic World, a few racing games, and a few shoot-'em-ups, and some vehicular cabinets that moved around quite a lot. Doesn't really narrow down my options here. I'm gonna give it my best shot at finding my Sega equivalents. Anyways, here are the rules. Read them, apply them, good. So without further ado, let's get started. A few months later, we return to the island. Again. Yep, this game is set just a few short months after the events of the original Jurassic Park movie. It's not based directly on the movie itself. Which I don't really get, because there really isn't much of a story here. Alan Grant and, the Lauren Dern chick, I forgot her name is. Character that she played in the movie, I forgot her name. They are basically the player 1 and player 2 trying to shoot down all the dinosaurs. But we're not trying to kill the dinosaurs, we're literally trying to shoot tranquilizer darts at them. And this game is, I've actually given this a few test runs. This game is pretty cheap. And by pretty cheap, I mean really, really cheap. Like, there are some hits that are just flat out unavoidable, and to make matters worse is that you're supposed to use like one of those light guns to play the game, but because this is being emulated, I have to instead settle on the on manual D-pad controls. And by the way, do not bother using an actual control for this, it's terrible. So, the rules of this game is hard capped to 9 credits, so even though I'm technically capped at $20 per game, I can only go as high up as $4.50. So, I've basically showed off this entire intro video. If you want to talk about perfect playthrough conditions, all you have to do is beat the game. That's it. There's only 4 levels in this game, but it's pretty tough. So see, the cursor is basically hard fixed in this middle section right here. We have to shoot the head or the mouth or damage this T-Rex. But there really isn't a whole lot we can do other than hope for the best. Shoot and hope for the best, because trying to aim with this like this is really, really not good, and it makes it feel all the more predetermined that you're just gonna get hit. Shit, I missed the first aid kit. Come on, pick it up, yes. These raptors are cheap as fuck too. And yes, they're using tranquilizer darts to take out all the obstacles. Ah, shit. You see, how do you take out these dinosaurs before you ran into them? You can't. Or before they run into you. Sometimes you just can't, because they almost never act like you got hit unless it's a one-shot. You have to be right on their asses at all times, and if it takes more than one shot to bring them down, they're just gonna brush you off. Stop following me. Now we're at level 2. And this is even worse, because now we're dealing with enemies that shoot projectiles at you. By the way, we're using tranquilizer darts, not actual ammo. The objective is to relocate them to a new island, and that's where the next movie, Lost World Jurassic Park, is supposed to factor into the greater plot of the story. They just keep... Go. No! Level 2 yet? 2 worst dinosaurs in the game are those Dilophosaurs because they shoot projectiles at you, and those pterodactyls because they take to the skies. I would even say the Triceratops are pretty bad too because they take damage and they're always running into you. It says a lot that the big bad of the first movie, the Velociraptors, are the easiest targets to take out. They ambush the fuck out of you. At least give the T-Rex this cred though. Yeah, they are the hardest enemies in the game to fight, but at least... Oh yeah, those Brachiosaurus. Yeah, how the hell am I supposed to take care of those guys? How do I go right? Why did I go right? I wasn't pressing right. Left? This is cheap. So this is a pretty cool step. That can't in any way, shape, or form be good for the Brachiosaurus. But then again, the Brachiosaurus ain't exactly good for anybody. shit. I can't defend myself against these. Are those like rocks or steam or big giant steam piles of shit? They really capture the steam pile of shit from the first great big pile of shit. Boss spot time. The T-Rex again, because this time we can reduce its HP to 0 by aiming for the head. Fortunately, I'm basically taking unavoidable damage. Oh, Chris, you know what? It's my brother's birthday. I'll make an exception. Right? Looks like we've taken out the T-Rex. Yes. Reason that the T-Rex could make that jump, but we could, but, you know, we were just bludgeoning him with tranquilizers. Raptors again, just bombarding us with them. And this is absolute horseshit. Well, wait a minute. Are we not taking damage from those lava rocks? No, we're not. We're not taking any damage from the lava rocks. Wait, was that tree floating in the air? I just noticed that the tree floating in the air. Here, I'm just gonna keep shooting the rock and the rock still kills. There is no way to avoid taking damage from this rock. I've tried. I am... Ah, shit. No way to avoid those rocks. stalagmites! They're on! It's literally unavoidable damage, guys! Stalactites, stalagmites. I will at least give the game credit for making use of the volcano, a plot device from the original books that never got utilized in the movie. In fact, the movies didn't even utilize the volcano until the Jurassic World series, specifically Fallen Kingdom, when the film's franchise had turned into complete shit. Stay on topic. The Jurassic World films are garbage. The only films in the Jurassic franchise that are even remotely watchable are the three Jurassic Park films. The only film in the Jurassic World film that has any redeeming value whatsoever is the first one from 2015, and it's mostly just for a select few scenes. See, I immediately shot the Dilophosaurus as soon as they came on screen, and I still took damage. Alright, final boss time. This time it's 2 T-Rexes. Just something want to shoot for inside of its mouth. I think it's specifically just one of these T-Rexes that you have to hit. Oh. We're still not done with that T-Rex. This is after all the final boss. Can't make it out, so we gotta stand our ground against this T-Rex. And once again, we have to deal with unavoidable damage. Aim for the head is so fucking stupid because I can't get the because the cursor keeps resetting back to its original location. And yeah, there's Alan Grant and Lauren Dern's character from the first movie. I have no idea why they came back to help tranquilize the dinosaurs and then relocate them to another island. But okay, fine. By the way, there is a Sega Genesis version of this game as well. Not this game specifically, but it's set after the events of the first Jurassic Park, but before the events of the second film in the series, Lost World Jurassic Park. That's basically made in the same mold as the first Jurassic Park video game on the Sega Genesis, called Jurassic Park Rampage Edition. So, yeah, this game's fine. I imagine it'd be a blast to play an original arcade, but it is cheap. I have to get credit. I have to say that much. This game, as far as its difficulty is concerned, is really freaking cheap. Like, it is abundantly clear this game exists to steal your quarters. It does not exist to be beaten. And it is a short game too, so there we go. So we got 2 more weekend rentals left to go. If I were to do another Jurassic Park for like 12 games of Christmas or something like that, it's gonna probably have to be Rampage Edition. I have yet to cover the other Jurassic Park games on the Genesis, or the Sega CD game, which is a point-and-click type. So I have to get around to that, but we still have 2 more games to cover for weekend rentals. I hope you're looking forward to see what I have next in store for you guys. So leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. I greatly appreciate it. With all the way, this is Mike Gordon, signing out.